the Detroit Pistons taking on the Phoenix Suns. We are underway. The Phoenix Suns begin the game with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Booker to Rubio. The pass set it all up.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Rose. His first effort off the mark. On the way to stay with it.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Rubio. Pistons have the rebound. To Rose.
I'm here.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. To Kelly Oubre. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kennard to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Here's Rubio up top. Down 2.
Uh-oh, it's too easy.
DeAndre Ayton. Nothing going here on that drive. Kennard to Drummond. Shot from the lane won't go. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Booker. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here we go. I got ball. You got him. Going up.
Derrick Rose. Missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Rubio against the former MVP. Going to launch beyond the arc. Pistons clear the board. Rose into the front court. Leads 1. Won't go.
Good read. Hey, check up. Let's go.
DeAndre Ayton. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
It's Detroit's ball to Griffin. Turns and slams it down.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. DeAndre Ayton, deep right corner.
Hand up.
Shot by Saric off the mark. Rose into the front court. Leads just a point. To Griffin. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Booker with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocks down the 3-pointer.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Derrick Rose, 2 of 4 now.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Now a whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Into the front court, it's Booker. 10-all is our score. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. From the painted area, won't go down. Booker with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Here's a chance from long range. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Jackson, a pass stolen by Phoenix.
Come out here. Take one.
Devin Booker, the hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Get him. Don't let him get out.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Fires the three. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
First quarter's complete. The Suns have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rose into the front court. 9-point margin. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
I got ball. Let's go. Pick him up. Trap.
Derrick Rose. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Crawford. Here comes the screen. Crawford. Rose into the front court. They trail by 7.
Let him out.
Crawford.
Defense, let's go.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That's how we do it.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Up 5.
Shooting right.
To Crawford. Here comes the screen. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
The possession in favor of Detroit.
All right here.
Sizing up the defense. Oh, he had it. To Rose. Runner here won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Jamal Crawford knocks it down with the hand in his face.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
New blood coming in for both sides. Pistons ball here to Drummond.
Hey, match up, match up, match up.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
Oh, baby!
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His team on top by 8.
Screen, 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 screen.
Beyond the arc for 3. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
To Booker. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Griffin. Derrick Rose slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
I got him, I got him.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Here comes the screen.
On your left, here he comes.
Booker.
Shot.
Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
It's AD for 2. Rubio into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Great feed. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
D up. D up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up.
Aaron Baines sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Booker.
Screen coming right, screen coming right.
Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Devin Booker can't go down. Smothering defense. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Suns dominating so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Phoenix has the ball. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Takes stock of the floor.
Screen.
Booker. Flushes it home.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Kennard to Drummond. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Double team, double team, double team.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now 4 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Booker. Trying to cash in. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
Ed, I know we live in a new age where players rather take a 3 than a 2. But if you get an easy 2, that's a guaranteed bucket. You have to take it.
Rose to Luke Kennard. Almost unlucky bounce. It's Phoenix ball. Rubio picked up by Derrick Rose. Surveys the floor. Screen coming.
Screen coming left. Screen coming left.
Rubio.
Hey, let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
For 3, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Here's Rubio up top. It's a 9-point lead. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Good shot, man.
To Griffin. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Booker. Smothering D. To Booker. 4-3. He was all over him.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
That's off the side of the rim, short. Cruises inside for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Griffin buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Booker from long range. The rebound's taken by Detroit. To Jackson. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Pick up.
Reggie Jackson. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Right.
Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Jackson with it. The deficit now up to 13. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Zaza Pachulia at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Devin Booker. No good. That's great defense. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Suns lead it big. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Take coming, take coming.
Booker to Kelly Oubre. Lets it fly from long range. Kelly Oubre is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 78% at the line. First free throw is good. It's the second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Pistons have it. And he'll head to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Reggie Jackson, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
That's a midi. Bucket.
Pass stolen by Detroit.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Rims out. To Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Reggie Jackson, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Suns control the possession.
Hey, left.
Booker. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
Rotate, rotate.
Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
To Booker. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Screen coming right. Screen coming.
Booker. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Reggie Jackson. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Dario Saric pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
DeAndre Ayton.
Screen coming.
To Rubio. Booker. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
I got ball.
Great pass to set it up. Can't connect from inside. Booker with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Kelly Oubre. Fires the 3. That's a sweet stroke, even with a hand in his face.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Here's Rubio into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Devin Booker. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Off the mark.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Suns with the basketball. Booker. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Jackson. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen.
Swing coming right.
Devin Booker. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here we go.
Kennard
I got him.
has a chance. Won't go.
Oh, yeah, you too little. I'm scoring you again.
To Kelly Oubre. Andre Drummond able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
A pass stolen by Phoenix.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound to Detroit.
Here we go. My ball.
I got him. I got ball.
Kennard. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Booker with it. He'll run the offense. That one off the mark. It's no good. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Reggie Jackson has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. It's Suns ball.
Pick up.
Watch that cutter. Make him pick it up. I got him. Trap. Got him.
Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
All I know is this. You better step up on D.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Suns with the victory. As
What's up, fool?
Oh man, damn, boy, you got your ass whooped, man. What, you just bullshitting?
Yeah, I don't bullshit, man. That nigga playing computer defense, man.
I'm like, damn, boy, that nigga was killing your ass with Devin Booker, man.
very convincing fashion. That does it
man.
for my partner Jay Williams and our
I'm trying to
entire
guard
crew.
the nigga.
I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of
Nigga
the
saying I'm glad
NBA
picks
on
and shit.
EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Man,
As we
I got
see
the fuck out of
That nigga be playing like Q, man. That nigga be playing like that nigga play like Q be playing. He'll be on the man, then jump off the nigga. Cause that's what Q be doing. Q be playing. He swear he don't play computer defense. That's what he be doing though.
bro. I know what Q be doing. I didn't watch that niggas, bro, when you was streaming this shit, bro. That's why I don't be worrying about Q. He talking out the blue color, bro. I can beat you, dog. You really know. I know how to beat niggas like you can play computer defense.
Once you beat the nigga, like I told, I said, nigga, once I don't beat you, nigga, you jump off the nigga, bro, and let the computer pick me up. That would be cutting my dribble off, my nigga.
It really is. No man, hell, nigga, fuck it. Let him do it, cause it's easy to put the computer in fucking with.
That's what I'm saying. I already done cooked his ass. Once I done cooked him, he'll jump off the nigga. You know, when I get ready to do the blow by, once he click off the nigga, it make computer defense kick in. That nigga motherfucker cut your ass off. Make you start dribbling.
Oh, shit, man. That's why I don't worry about playing the nigga. That's why I let him do how I start like, bro. Now, you got it, dog. Cause I ain't trying to have you all butt hurt if I kick your ass. Cause I don't play head to head like that, dude. That's some money thing. I don't be on that shit. But I know for hell, but I know how to fucking play. Nigga talk about you beat Mac. I'm like, okay, Mac beat you, nigga. Yeah, see, I watched the nigga beat your ass, nigga. So what's your point? I'm like, that nigga, he tried to challenge me that day. I'm like, bro, it's really whatever, bro. I don't care. You getting all hostile over some fucking game, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about no head to head, nigga. I don't, bro. Like, nigga, look at my record. It clearly states I don't play the shit. I don't give a fuck about it. Nigga, I think I don't play hit. As long as I had this business, I think I played head to head maybe what, 3-4 times, and 2 or 3 of them against you.
See it. I ain't tripping. The nigga Big J keep sending me an invite. I'm not playing with y'all garbage ass niggas, man. I played with y'all niggas earlier, man. Sorry ass niggas over there, man.
Who sent you invite?
Nigga named Big J.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight.
Nigga, I got off the game last night. Tone, Stroke, and Jizzy, and goddamn the refund. I got off the game last night. We was playing Sosa and OG and them. Yeah, I mean, we kicked their ass, but it was just like, bro, the last 2 games, bro, them niggas was like, boy, it seemed like they would not. I'm like, all right, y'all playing. These niggas was like, literally not passing me fucking ball, bro. I was like, all right. I was like, it'd be different. Like, I was like, I mean, I know we kicking their ass, but I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even giving the niggas the ball. I'm wide open, bro. Niggas leave me wide open on purpose because they wasn't doing it. So I was like, all right. I started selling on that second game. I was like, fuck it. All right. I started holding the ball. I ain't get down. I was like, I told Vaughn, I'm gonna give you niggas 3 more minutes, bro. In the 3rd quarter, we start third. All right, we give 3 more minutes. I don't touch this motherfucking ball. I'm finna back out this bitch. Get off this motherfucker. Out. Right? Shit. They got back at that bitch. The nigga OG and didn't know I'm back. They like, damn, hold on. That nigga computer, he backed all the way out the game.
And in today's game, you
I
have
backed
to
out
make
that
shots
bitch.
like
Yeah,
that.
I got off. I did me. I played 1 league game, nigga. Then I went to bed.
Sexton.
Man, nigga got me fucked up, nigga. Yeah, fuck, nigga. I don't care if I don't score, nigga. At least hit a nigga with the ball. I can count many times I touched the ball in them 2 games, nigga.
But Brooklyn is
On
a
my
completely
hand.
different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally
I'm like, I don't give a fuck y'all niggas trying to be funny, bro. That shit, y'all niggas doing dumb shit, bro.
A lot of contact, but no foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
That's why I got off the other night, bro. That's why I got off the early. I mean, not the other night, earlier, nigga.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the
Y'all
catch and shoot.
y'all
Great shot by the offense.
goddamn
But the defense, you can't afford to collapse
shit with the
off that
damn
penetration.
fucking potatoes,
I'd rather
nigga,
a
and then
team
cute
take
and
a tough
bullshit.
2
Hold on,
than a
man.
wide open 3.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust.
Huh?
Irving. Man, that was a tough shot. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Big pick right there.
Durant to Irving.
Watch the back door, back door.
Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go.
I got you, guys. I got it. Take the run.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. Irving gets it in the left corner. Durant. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Short jumper won't go down.
Shots.
Durant with the basketball up top. Lead stands at 10. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Break.
Outlet. Get your man.
I keep fucking myself.
Shot from the lane won't
Hey,
go.
bro, we played. Hey, bro, we played.
To Clarkson.
Played Brick and them last night too, bro. That shit was funny as hell,
Scores
bro.
from the post. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll go over
Man,
some
we be fucking
tactics
that
now
nigga,
in
man.
this first quarter of play.
Oh yeah, Key said that motherfucker mad with me, bro. The nigga said he ain't know I had no wing defender.
Who?
That motherfucker said he ain't know I had no wing
Both
defender.
coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes
Who?
coming onto the
Brick.
floor. Irving
He said
brings
he
the ball up court.
didn't know you had
4-3.
one.
Yeah.
No
I
good.
didn't know I had
That's
him,
great
him and Ed
defense.
didn't know I had a wing defender. So the other night when we played him, I shut his ass down. He was mad as fuck. I told you I had got that nigga mad. That's why he was mad. He thought I was coming with my playmaker.
Irving into the front court.
I mean,
Exactly a
it
minute
don't
to go
matter
here
though,
in the
because you
opening
do the
quarter.
same shit with your playmaker. I mean, just like what you do with your wing defender.
Old school. Backs his man down for the
Yeah,
basket.
bro, this
Oh,
niggas,
man, you're
bro,
not
hey,
supposed to be
bro,
able to
hey,
do
they
that
were
with
mad
that
last
size.
night, dude.
Today's game, dexterity
Yeah,
and mobility
because
are
Sosa
off the
came to the
charts for
party.
bigs.
He's like, bro, he come,
On the
he's like,
line. It's a
damn,
turnover.
bro, what's going on over here? He went over there and they party. He said it was quiet as hell over there. He said these niggas was slick angry over there. They over
Kyrie
arguing
across
with
the timeline.
because Stroke was dropping off that nigga shot time, but he was dropping his ass off. Joe had spoke out for 40 points on that nigga.
Fires the three, and Kevin Durant unguardable.
Yeah, bro. And then I had almost 30 on ass, bro. I had my wings been on her ass.
7'5" wingspan to attack the
Just
bucket.
ripping her ass and dunking on her. Yeah, that nigga, Air had about almost, I think he had almost 30. Recon had about 15, 20. And then Gingy had almost, I think Gingy had like 20 something. So yeah, it was, we beat them niggas like 100 something, fucking
inside.
70 or something.
I see the confidence building.
Like niggas lagged out. They was like, man, lagged out. I was like, hey, nigga, I need them lag out. They quick.
Ah, scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the
It was his lobby. That's the funny thing. I was like, hell, I know ain't his fucking wire. Can't send him on the Wi-Fi because it was on brick shit. I was like, I asked the miss. I was like, good game, man, respect. She like, yeah, we get respect as well. And I was like, hey, you trying, y'all done? She was like, yeah, because everybody got off.
Beat them niggas off the game.
Pretty much.
Jay Williams with you as we get things started.
I was like, damn, one and done. That's not like y'all. Usually y'all niggas want to run it back.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, he was wide
Oh,
open.
bro, it's really though. It's really that's how you beat both of them, bro. You can
Someone's
put
getting
wing
chewed
defenders
out.
on both of them,
You know what
bro.
I like about this pass play? Instead of putting
That's
his
really all
head
you gotta
down
do.
and
Put a
forcing
wing
the
defender on
action,
Flo
he patiently
General
waited
on
for the
ass.
play
Put a
to
Flo
develop.
General and put a wing defender on him.
He hits the three.
Just let me break down. to
Or
all the
if you
young
get
players
lucky and
at
put
home
two wing
how
defenders
special
on.
of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the
You
chest.
put two wing defenders on the ass, it's pretty much done deal. Cause ass ain't finna do shit with no wing defender on her ass. She gonna straight kick that bitch right back out.
It goes down.
Okay, I saw a
Oh,
little
unless
bit
you
of a
get some
handle
lucky
there.
ass force
But let's
shit.
see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Colin Sexton. Fires the three. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Oh man, I gotta get back in the flow, man. Full day of work today. Shit. Damn, boy, it was so good being off for that whole week.
Nothing going here on that drive.
You know, it don't matter though, cause 2 weeks I'll be off again for two weeks. No trip.
Sexton lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
I got him.
Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket, and scores. Strong take.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Cavs at the controls. Sexton. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Thompson. To Durant. Cavaliers get possession. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Irving to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Irving with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Durant. Offensive board to Durant. Driving right to the basket. Five to shoot. Durant. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
With a drop step.
Shit, man.
With the basket after a nice drop step.
Listen, man, I gotta get up out
You
of
see
here,
that?
man.
Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all
I'm gonna get a head start. I gotta take his trash up.
You gotta do this before you go, Holmes.
Yeah, man, so I can get on over across the street, man. Get ready to get this night over with.
Durant to Irving.
Alright. Put what you let on today, then, bro.
Alright, man.
Alright.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Clarkson to Colin Sexton. From long range, like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark. Durant across the timeline. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. For 3, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Colin Sexton slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
"19-footer at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. That's it for the first half with the Nets in front.
Trash. Trash ass niggas.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Sexton.
Hand up.
Can't connect from in close. To Irving.
Oh, yeah.
Hit.
Kyrie Irving. He's 3 for 7. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
I got this.
Irving. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Irving knocks it down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Irving to Jordan. Sexton. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Irving. Wide open look, won't go. To Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Shot by Kyrie, no good. Here's a chance from long range. No good. Swings it to Colin Sexton. Has a chance. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Get your stance. It's coming. Get your stance.
And the finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Sexton to Clarkson. The Nets have the rebound. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Who the fuck finna do all?
Brooklyn's got it.
Who in the fuck finna do all that searching though on Facebook to find a picture for your sister?
Kyrie. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kevin Durant. Huge block.
Bullshit.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Durant.
I got him. Here we go.
Wayne, I got your help.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Sasquatch on the wing. I got this.
Deep right corner. Kevin Durant.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Side up.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Irving. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both.
Hold on. My ball.
Has a look. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Kyrie, and he buries it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton. That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler.
Yeah.
Sexton. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Fires the three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
This shit.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
To Durant. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
They dared Kevin Love to beat them, and he did with the trifecta.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
That pass stolen by the Cavs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Kevin Love. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
People may not remember the old school Kevin Love, the one that used to beast you on the block. Now, he lives almost exclusively on the perimeter.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy. Get him. Don't let him get out. Untouch screen.
Durant. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Here we go. On your right, on your
Sexton.
right, on your right.
Watch cut.
Shot. Take mine. Double.
Durant. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, here we go.
And stuffs it home.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head him.
To Clarkson. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jordan Clarkson. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Here's Irving into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took it.
Kyrie lets it go. The jumper's off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Sexton. Shot from the lane won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
From long range, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Just stop.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Some little kids, man.
For three. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it. Picked up. Here we go. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound comes down to Jordan. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jordan Clarkson.
Falcons.
Oh, and we have a 5-second violation.
I think Canton go to San Diego.
Beyond the arc for three. That one off the mark. It's no good. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
I don't think he's trying to go to San Diego, though. Shit. take some of that money and they gave goddamn Matt Ryan punk ass.
First free
Might
throw
as well.
is good.
He's gonna be working the front office anyway when he retires, so he might as well gonna retire now. Just going up in the office. You know, it don't help the nigga married to the goddamn nigga wife. I mean, daughter.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Yeah, Matt Ryan married Outback daughter, man.
And it's my man right here, Young Detroit. I got ball.
Deep three at the buzzer.
So you
Hits
know
the
he
late
good.
three at the buzzer,
Anyway.
but it's not going to be enough this game.
You see, you know he good anyway, so he ain't even tripping.
Crew, I'm Ed Cohen.